How's it going, people of YouTube? This is a overdub of a match I played in Battle Royale, which is a very exciting Arma 3 mod, if you haven't heard about it yet. And I am doing the commentary in post because initially this was supposed to be a match to play together with me and Cheezopath, who you just saw flash in the corner of the screen. But what happened is he died pretty hard in the very beginning of the mission. He landed on one of the domes, you know, the white domes that populate Altis, and that didn't kill him, but trying to get off the dome did finish him. So I was left alone, to my own devices, and tried to win the match. And I thought this was, after I recorded it, was a pretty exciting match, so I decided to do a commentary over it. I'm now kind of coming up to where Cheese died. He's over the hill there, and I got pretty lucky here. Spoilers, so I'm just gonna find the rifle there. So, and about 7 people I think at this point are dead, and this is about 5 minutes into the game. And I'll probably going to be fast forwarding a lot of stuff, just to get through all the more like sort of nothing happening kind of boring moments. But you know, whenever there's tense situation, I'll probably just let it roll. Other than that, it's going to be like a normal video, except I'm commenting in post, which is not something I'm gonna do a lot. It's just that this was recorded at like 2 a.m. And I was, kind of just in that state of winding down and doing the one last match, so I wasn't really intending to do a live commentary, which is quite exhausting. But you know, I'll always record everything I do anyway. So anyhow, this is me on the hill being a bit paranoid. I saw a guy parachute here just a couple of minutes ago, around here anyway. I think it's just before the video starts, so you don't actually see him. But yeah, whatever, I don't know what happened to him. And I'm just gonna fast forward you a little bit. Gonna go up on that hill, and I'll show you where Cheese died. Yeah, hit that fence, that's very good. Good pro skills right there, good driving. All the sunlight here, by the way. Okay, there we go. That's the dome that he landed on. And there's a lot of military structures there, so my initial plan was to actually go there together with him, loot up, and then head down south towards the center of the overall black circle. 14 dead already. And but at this point I think, I realized that there's already a blue circle, and it is pretty far away. Yep, down there, and we're all the way in the north. I think I could still go and loot there, but since I already had a rifle and like 2 clips for it and a pistol, I thought, hey, whatever, just might as well just go south and try to get to the more or less to the center of the blue circle and see what I can find there. I was a little bit worried driving through here, since this is very much open country. But I kind of felt like, maybe there's one guy here, and the amount of sniper rifles you can get in the game, at least in this version, or it's just long-range scopes for your normal assault rifle, isn't that big. So you're gonna see me like being quite lucky in this video in many cases, and careless as well. But probably some of this stuff is justifiable, some of it isn't. Anyway, we got a new car, and we're gonna keep going south because that's where the blue circle is. I think this car was empty. I think there's a pretty interesting moment coming up. around here somewhere, which you can't really tell immediately that it's interesting. Well, because I've seen this video, I've recorded this video, I know what's happened. It is kind of interesting. So right there, let's actually, maybe we can slow down, do a slow-mo take of that. Does that even work? Kind of does. See the car over there? See the dude driving the car. Kind of see sitting there alone. That's going to be kind of significant later on in the video. And as far as I know, his name is Josh, but we'll get back to him later. It's kind of funny also that none of us actually stopped. We just drove past each other as if we're like, normally driving in a street during time of peace and just living there, going somewhere. It's pretty funny. I don't know, maybe he didn't have a gun, I definitely had a gun, but I always feel a bit weird. Maybe I'm just not used to, I haven't played the game as much, with like just quickly stopping the car, getting out and trying to shoot someone, because if they do manage to stop their car first before you do, then, you're probably dead. Whoever gets out of the car first is the one who dies. And it's almost like a 50-50, whatever, flip, and I don't feel super comfortable with that, because I'd rather have, a bit higher advantage than that. Better advantage, higher chance of actually murdering someone, rather than just being like, oh, whoever gets first out of the car gets the kill. Because it takes so long to even get to this point in the game. Like, you sit in the lobby for a bit, then you need to sit in the plane, then you come out of the plane, it takes like 2 minutes to get to the ground, you loot up, you find a car, you find a rifle, blah blah, and then you just, oh, 50-50 chance. You could do it. I mean, I guess if you get bored of being too careful. I'm trying to figure out, I think, where I am here on the map, and I am somewhere over there. It seems like. Well done, Andrew, you did it. And that's still too far away from the blue circle, so we have to keep driving. Also, it seems like that guy, we should refer to him as Josh, didn't really follow us. Well, Anders died right there, and that's 15 to go. And we still need to go south. I decided not to stop directly in any of the towns, just because, how attractive they are to a lot of people. There we go, we're in the blue. Instead to loot like buildings that are sort of like more like village type areas, which is a couple of buildings, like this one. I think I'm gonna stop here if I remember correctly. And I saw that also like there are 2 cars over there, just a glimpse of it. See, there's a army style truck, which is horrible to drive. And then beyond it is the red car. But I was also a bit paranoid about just people being around or following me, because you kick up a lot of dust when you drive down the road or anywhere really. The doors were closed, so it seemed alright. Still close this one behind me to just hide here, I guess. Camp out a little bit. Okay, that's just the red zone. Did freak me out at the time. And that's where we are, right there. Right there next to the church. I was worried at the time, I think, if I remember correctly, that there was someone near that red car, because it's quite unusual for 2 cars to be together like that. I don't know why I'm picking up all this junk, but I am for some reason. But yeah. So I thought someone must have parked it there, and why would you park something here unless you didn't intend to camp and try to come across some people who are just traveling down south towards the, more inwards towards the circle. So that was freaking me out a bit. But it seemed alright. Someone else died I think. I think there were 2 people just there who died in the red zone. But that's my guess. And I think there's another car coming. You can hear it a little bit. Oh, there's a clan as well. There's people from the same clan. That will also be important in a bit. Foreshadowing. Oh, there's the car. Should have probably showed that car as well. At least, I don't know, just didn't really take that many risks in the up to this point, at least in the game. I should have probably tried to kill that guy as well. I don't know. Again, 50-50 chance. It's not something I felt I was comfortable with, and this car was also driving pretty fast, so I could have probably managed to get his attention. I doubt I'd be able to kill anyone. If I could like bust up the wheel, that could have made him potentially like slow down severely or stop. But then again, there's a lot of opportunities for him to just drive up to that T-junction over there and just hide somewhere. So I decided to also get a move on. I see there's a road goes to the coast, and I thought I'd skip the road that goes to the coast and instead go through the countryside directly towards the center of the blue circle. I'm actually not slowing down here intentionally, and this is at like 3 speed. This is, I think, when you're near the swamp, it just slows you down. I'm not sure if it's just in this mod or generally in Arma. Again, I don't really have that much experience with Arma 3. I have like about 80 hours or something like that overall. Could be just in Arma, but it was, I got stuck there almost. And in a second I'm going to show you where I am on the map as well. The map isn't updated, the circle is smaller, and I am, yep, pretty much over there. Nah, it's gonna be a more accurate version. I don't know why I'm doing that. Flashing the lights. But it seems like I'm alone, so it's alright. I think I'm gonna find a bit more cover, and then there isn't that much cover here. But then I'm gonna take a look at the map and figure out where the hell I am. Maybe now I'm gonna do that, I don't know. As soon as I kind of calm down and feel like, oh no, it's alright. I'm safe, it's gonna be okay. Then I'm gonna take a look at the map. I think there's some buildings over there, if you can see them. This has been like triple compressed, this video, because I had some technical problems with Shadowplay and VLC interacting with each other. So I apologize if the quality is sort of below standard. It's super creepy, like being in this super open terrain. So it's not, you can be seen from miles. Anyone who just walked up behind me, I'm an amazingly easy target. I think I'm going for that fence just to hide behind it. At least from one side I'll be covered, like from there. And remember the car that just went past me, like that could just be coming up or something, or there's definitely other people coming from that angle. From the same direction that I came from. Oh, shooting. I think he's coming from in front of me. Which is about west, I guess. And I am... No, almost. Almost. Well, sort of there, but yeah. Coming up to those buildings, the church there, etc. I'm the east of that church. I briefly considered crawling all the way there, but I thought like, nah, it's fine. Again, pretty scary just being out here. Oh, there's a car. Can you guess which car that is? Remember the truck? I didn't know this at the time, obviously, but that is the truck that passed us by. We're gonna see that in a second. Obviously, I didn't know it until I rewatched the video, actually, but I was like, I was about 70% sure at the time, and I was about 90% sure when I got to the truck. That he was the one, and then I double checked with what I had seen, and it was definitely the one that Josh was driving. Also, I'm recording this. I was recording at the time with my mic on, so at some point in the game, you can hear myself, like in that recording, not the dub, but at the time of recording it, could be some breathing or some stuff like that. So I apologize beforehand if that actually happens. Since the shooting came from that direction, I was just trying to be as careful as I can. I was trying to crawl up basically to that tree over there. Because it felt like the sound of the gunshots came from that direction. And it seems like, you know, there's a truck there. It seems like the kind of position that someone could take to camp out a little bit. This is not really in the center of the blue, but it's like pretty close to it. I've noticed that people love hiding in buildings while the blue is shrinking, because especially when the light is like that, when it's like basically dusk. It's not dusk, like it's not even. It's near sunset. It's pretty hard to see anyone inside the building just because they're going to be just a couple of pixels, which are going to be as same color as. Now it's pretty much in the center. Well, quite close to it. That's the building I'm looking at. As the inside of the house, it's just going to blend in. It's going to be pretty hard to see. So hence I was just quite paranoid about that and about everyone around me. But that position under that tree or bush or whatever that is was pretty good overall. I'm trying to shift slowly so I can look behind me if anyone's creeping up on me. That sound you hear, like boom, I think that's a glitch, because I kept hearing it throughout the match, and sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. I think it's just purely some kind of glitch in the game. And there's this truck, the friendly truck that drove by. Oh, look at that. That's Josh. Now I can't guarantee, obviously, that Josh was the guy driving the truck, but I just like to think that way, that we passed each other, you know, and 20 minutes later we meet again, in different circumstances, and it ends differently. Josh had left the engine running, probably he was intending to use it again. There he goes. He had NVGs on, if you noticed or not. He had NVGs and I didn't take them. This is something I am going to regret. Hello, truck. Here, I mean, it's probably hard to convey how paranoid I was. Was that an explosion? I think it was. How paranoid I was here, like while I was in this building, because I felt like super exposed. I just shot someone. I didn't have a suppressor at the time I shot him. I just put it on afterwards because I took his suppressor. So I felt like really exposed, and I felt like everyone else on the server knew where I was, etc. Was there a guy? Because I thought at the time I saw a guy there. Let me just rewind. I haven't actually checked before, so let's see. This is 25. Let's go slightly back. I can't even tell in this quality of the video. I felt like there was a guy there, but I couldn't tell. Maybe there was. It's likely because, I mean, these buildings have actually been searched. Oh yeah, I had that as well. But I couldn't really see anyone with that. Because these buildings have been searched, and you'll see the doors over there open. So it's likely that someone, maybe besides Josh, or if Josh wasn't driving that truck after all, was here before, searched the buildings and moved on towards the center. Which is, again, what most people tend to do. So I'm going to slightly fast forward here a little bit longer. Try to figure out where I am, looking at the people. The clans people are still there. And this thing is gonna start shrinking very soon. Once more. Yeah, I think it's gonna about to shrink. I don't know what I was doing, some weird stuff there. Very exposed, I shouldn't really be standing there. Oh yeah, and it shrank just in front of me. I think there is usually a slight variation in like how much fear you feel when you play Battle Royale. Just like a little slight one. This was probably one where I was like most afraid and paranoid, because I was like just in the middle of the field almost half of the game or more, and I couldn't really do much about it. I could like probably the only way to remedy this was to, you know, again run cover to cover, even more with more vigor, or to just crawl around everywhere, which would probably just get me late and out of the circle. Circle's pretty small now, so he shrank away from me, which means I had to quite a bit of ground to cover. I was again still paranoid here. All those buildings I could see were open. All the ones I entered had open doors, so could be someone just sitting there waiting for me to go past and shoot me in the back. Binocs. At least I didn't forget to take those. Unlike the NVGs I just left there. I think at this point I just decided to move on. Just to get as close as I could to the circle, while it's seemingly there was no one. But again, seemingly. Because you never know. That's where I am, I think. Most likely. No, I doubt that's where I am. Really? Maybe. Not sure necessarily. Determined that correctly. I should have probably, I mean, come to think of it again, I probably should have been moving faster and being a bit more bold with my movement, instead of kind of sitting there. But I don't know. There's more shooting there, on the right side. And a vehicle. Probably could have shot that guy as well, like right there. But I didn't. Because at that point I thought, oh, is he stopping? And I think he just parked behind a bush just to look around. Because I believe he was moving down. That he got, like someone fired at him. So he just drove on, hid behind the bush to check out what was going on, and then he drove on again. Let's see him over there. That was probably already too far, but I think I had a decent shot there, I just didn't take it fast enough. And it's getting darker. And the circle's shrinking. I think I'm still outside. Yeah, I'm outside the circle. I'm just kind of coming up to it. Again, this is a place. I know I could have gone straight for it, but I saw those buildings over there, and like I've been shot from the buildings by, you know, while running in the field quite a lot in this game, so I didn't really want that to happen. So I was trying to put as many bushes and shrubs and trees and rocks in between me and those houses as I could. So hence me running sort of at an angle at the circle, as opposed to going straight for it. I think this is when I thought, it's kind of dark. It seems like it should be raining, and then like it starts raining in 2 minutes or 1 minute. It's pretty funny. Maybe not right here, but it's gonna start raining in a bit. Yeah, I think I'm in that forest over there, down southeast. I guess I have a problem figuring out where I am. That's very professional. And there goes Sixten. 8 of us to go. And 2 of the people are working together, as far as I can tell. Which is always fun. Again, this is a weird position to see. I can't really see inside the house. It's just black. And I just stood there because I thought probably that, like, you know, whatever. If there's someone in there, shoot me now. Or otherwise, I'm just going to continue on my way. So I kind of continued on my way because no one shot me from there. That sounded like a bolt action, probably. And Delmas was killed by Carlos. There goes Julian Delmas. 7 to go. Oh, there's the rain. I think it was exactly like in my head. It was at that point. It was like, it seems like it's gonna start raining, and it did. So, which proves conclusively that I am a psychic. I felt kind of safe in this forest because there's so much foliage, but I mean, I had to move on because I was again at the edge of the circle, and I kind of know how it shrinks at this stage. And oh, there's a tracer there. I think I noticed in the game as well. And Ping Pong was killed by someone. And that's 6 to go. Actually, who killed Ping Pong? That's something I want to know. That's Delmas getting killed. Carlos. So Carlos killed Delmas. And some other. So it's 2 Delmas, Julian Delmas and Ping Pong Delmas. So I guess they were also working together. And Carlos obviously also has a partner. So there's a showdown there, and two of the clansmen partners won against 2 other clansmen partners. There's the tracers. That's pretty exciting. And one of the... okay, so Carlos's partner was killed by ZNX or someone. So Carlos is left alone. Because Gringo's dead. Oh, someone's running there. Exciting. Except that I'm outside the circle now. I think I pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, buddy, you're out. You gotta move in there. Oh wait, who killed ZNX? Sorry. Just wanted to find out. It's kind of fun to keep track of who killed who in the end. Oh wait, ZNX just disconnected. He killed one of the dudes and then he just disconnected. That's weird. Okay. But it didn't actually say, you know, well, less people left or something like that. I am just trying to figure out what the hell's going on in terms of where I need to go. I didn't really see where the guy with the gun ran to. So obviously I'm not super comfortable with just approaching those houses. Because I think at least 2 of them, or definitely one of them was in the circle. The circle is like starts over there on the hill. Like, that car is not even in the circle. But I was afraid that someone was already on the hill there. Like, I really expected to die right here, just a bullet flying into me. Anyway, there's the circle. Again, I'm not going straight for it. Just for like to get at least a height advantage here. Yeah, there's a guy. I think that's the guy who I saw earlier. He's still running towards the center. He was pretty ballsy. He just kept running. I'm not sure how many people Dennis got killed by Sapro. Okay, so that must be... There you go, Bushy. Who's a good Bushy? Protect me. I think that is just 3 people left. The server doesn't always tell you actually how many people are there left. It does most of the time. But it does quite often fail to do it. Like now, at least I didn't notice it then. I didn't notice it now when, you know, dubbing this recording. And rain, I don't know, it's probably not loud enough for you now because I had it, you know, game sound pretty loud at the time of playing it, obviously, just to hear like footsteps around me. But just like in DayZ, it just makes you not hear anything. So it's pretty good in terms of like if you want to approach someone and know where they are, you just go for it. Oh yeah, that lag was because night came. Yeah, that's how it works for me in Arma. I don't know if it's the same for everyone or something. Maybe you can somehow fix that. But yeah, suddenly it's night and it's foggy. I mean, at least they can't really see you well enough in that situation. Not that you can see anything. This was this starts the tensest part of the video probably, and then the match. I saw one guy obviously run beyond the trees here, but he could be sitting there, just watching my way. So I was afraid to poke my head out. See, that's the tree line I'm in, right there. You can see you can see it on the minimap as well. So it's a decent position to be in terms of the in terms of the circle, and just the distance from its center. But because of the rain, I couldn't hear anything. I was just sitting there, just trying to not move too much. And since this just shrank just now, I also felt like someone could still be running for it. Probably not really, but yeah, I can't even see anything on the other side. And it's about to shrink again. It also feels sometimes that it doesn't... See, I can't make out whatever's going on there. There could be like 10 people standing there and I wouldn't be able to see them. And it shrunk again. But at least I could follow my tree line here, which is kind of safe, unless obviously someone else is sitting also in the bushes there. And they see you running towards them and they shoot you in the head. As they should be doing. I think you can hear me breathe within, like, in the original recording, so my apologies again for, like, that noise being there. So I don't really talk, but I have my face pretty close to the microphone, so... every once in a while you can hear me breathe, unfortunately. Yep, 3 people left, Carlis, Sapro, and myself. And... yeah. It's all about to go down now. Really regretted not having NVGs. I was also thinking like maybe it's not dark enough for them, but somehow I felt like they would help. And Carlos apparently would like to kick me and Sapro out of the game. I decided not to respond in kind and instead be nice to him. I vote him as an admin. Ah, and he was nice to me as well, because he also wanted me to be the admin, which is nice. Much nicer than what people do in the lobby usually, when they're just being racist. Here I almost felt like everything was just down to luck, really, because I really couldn't, I didn't really know what to do. I was just hoping that the circle wouldn't shrink too far. And I was pretty sure that as soon as I poked my head out of over that ridge there, I would just be dead. So I decided to just kind of run around a bit and see if anyone was hiding here. Then maybe I could just kind of be like, surprise, and kill them, but didn't really seem to find anyone up to that point anyway. I don't know who Ethan is. There's some people I think trying to join this game, but they, you know, obviously the server's locked. There's some random names appearing at some points. Also, I think that sounded like an explosion, but it could be just me breathing in the microphone at the original recording. I don't know. Great production values here at the Firewater Gasoline headquarters. Production value is what we stand for. I think at some point, if I remember correctly, I just decided, you know, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna poke my head out. See what happens. How bad can it be, after all? Worst case scenario, we just die. Also trying to determine which trees are in the circle and which aren't. Which is not always easy to do. But it does help if you know exactly where the circle would be on the ground if you were to see it. Because that will tell you which bush, for example, can someone hiding in them and which cannot. Very useful. Got 2 HE grenades. And a lot of mags at this point, I think. Mostly thanks to Josh and his truck. I should probably dedicate this video to Josh. The reason I don't really like doing dub as opposed to live commenting is you can't really tell like how nervous I was at that point. I was just freaking out. I was also kind of like partially resigned because of the rain I couldn't even hear anything else. But also at the same time I was just super paranoid that I missed something, I missed someone in the bush, I poke my head, I die, etc. Probably shouldn't have been that worried because that, I mean, unless they have NVGs and they actually work in this sort of light well enough, they could see just as badly as I could. Yeah, that's definitely me breathing into the microphone last time. Jesus Christ. That will give you any indication of how excited I was. I was just basically eating the microphone. Stuffing it into my face. I'm sorry, guys. That is an unacceptable level of quality. Yeah, I think I'm still trying to determine which trees are where. As in terms of the circle. Can't see anything. And yet there's 2 people hiding there somewhere. Oh, hello, circle. I think that is pre-final, like penultimate shrink. I was gonna go for that, see that rock there? I thought like I'd just crawl to that rock. Because fuck it, I mean, that's the best cover there is, and I think it's in the circle. I can't see anyone move. And everyone, it seemed like everyone's waiting for other person to make the first move. So they can shoot him. Wait, is that a guy over there? Weird. I thought I could see someone now, but I'm not sure. Probably not. It would be too far away from the circle. Like, that's a circle. I'm looking at the circle inside of it. Not anymore now, I'm not. I don't know why I kept looking on the left side. There's nothing there. Hello. Again, the 1,000 apologies for the breathing. See, grenade went off. Still can't see anyone. Maybe I'm just blind, I don't know. But again, you won't be able to see anything on this as well again because it was like compressed like 3 times, but this kind of light is a bit too much. Yeah, getting rid of my backpack. I think I saw recently, I don't know if I was already on the video or not, like right now, just I saw someone else also get rid of their backpack. So this is my, you know, trademark trick of trying to be less visible because of, you know, without the backpack, there's less of you and less to shoot at. Plus, I don't really need all those pistols, the extra pistols I picked up, like 3 of them. And I decided to just crawl to the rock. Come what may. Funny that grenade just like was there and then just nothing happened. Yeah. And that's when I thought, okay, dead. Gonna fucking die here. Like a chump. But then that happened. I can't exactly see where it's coming from. But I decided to, fuck it, it's kind of over there. Let's grenade that place. I don't think it reached it. And the second one. I doubt that reached it either, but there's a guy somewhere right there. And I think what happened here is the other one that is getting shot now and died, Sapro found me, saw me, and started shooting at me. But then, as he was shooting at me, because he was using a non-suppressed weapon, hence he probably had a muzzle flash, Carlos saw him and killed him, which is great of him. That's very nice of him to do that. I mean, I would have done that for him as well. Now my mission is to find Carlos before he finds me. I know roughly where he is, but he is a suppressor, and there he is. Do you see him? It's right there, that black figure right there. I think I may have hit him once, but not entirely sure. This is when I think I stopped breathing altogether. Probably longer than it's healthy to stop breathing. There he is. He doesn't see me because I have a suppressor as well. And there he goes. That's it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh yeah.
Double laughter. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did so, please consider supporting this video in any way you can. Or see fit. I'll see you next time. Bye.